Those some big earrings. What do them earrings say? What's your name? Shanika. How did I know? Earrings like that, you are not gonna say Kim. Nobody in the history of big ass earrings. Mary. You didn't even see Mary on. I knew that was Shanika. If you was gonna ask me like what was the name, there's only like 3 gonna come out of my brain. Tanisha. Holy shit. Tanisha, Shamika. Ooh, yours gotta be a motherfucker. You the oldest. Your name is Anna. There's no fucking way. That's too big of a fucking... You don't go from Anna to Shamika to Tanisha. Anna. A-N-N-A. Anna. What's your brother's name? Thomas. I was gonna say Tyrone. Anna. What the fuck? You get that Disney name. Well, thanks for coming, Anna. Shamika, Tanisha. Do you guys go by nicknames, like short names? Got to. Shamika, what do you go by? Ika? Shay Shay? What you go by? Mika? Nika? What do you go by? TT? So you Nika and TT? Anna, your sister's coming. Let me call Nika and TT. Nika and TT. Let me come up. Hey, you TT sister? You look just like her. Look, that TT sister. Did you guys grow up out here? Like Rancho Cucamonga, Rialto? Because Rialto High. What was it called? Eisenhower High. So everybody knew TT and Nika at Eisenhower High. Is that a probably black high school? Mixed. Pretty mixed? Okay. Somebody said, it ain't mixed. Somebody got mad. Motherfucker, it ain't mixed. There was 2 mixed kids. That motherfucker ain't mixed. The way you looked at each other, yeah, it's pretty mixed. Let me see, Daryl, Gina, Doris, Linda. Those are that was the 4 white kids. It was mixed. There was 1 in every grade. Like, is it mostly black? Mostly black? Mixed? Like what kind? Like East Side High mixed? They beating up Kid Ray. Get TT and Nika. They beat the fuck out of here. I think every entertainer has gotten that question the last couple months. You ever been to a Diddy party? You ever been to a Diddy party? And I started really thinking about my life. I've been in this business 28 years. I was like, have I ever been? Now, I've been to nightclubs where Diddy had parties, but actually go to one of Diddy's houses or homes, I was like, well, there was one time that I really almost went, and it was right when I got to L.A. I was in L.A. less than a year. I was at a nightclub, and everybody knew. Everybody like, we're going to Bad Boy West. Diddy had a house in Bel Air on the hill, and everybody knew that was a party house. So I was going to go. They was like, Gary, you going? I said, yeah, I'm going. I was hyped. But I met this girl at the club, and I said, yo, we're about to go. You want to go? She was, no, I want to go with you. I was like, oh. So I didn't go. So it's crazy because looking back on it, 28 years later, that one-night stand saved my asshole. Look at God. You don't think he's always with you. He's always with you. He was looking out. I didn't know he was looking out. Man. Because I never talked to that girl before that night. I never spoke to her after that night. But I found her on Facebook when this shit hit the fan just to send her a message. It took forever to find her, but I found her. She's married now with 3 kids. And I just sent her a message. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I just want to say I appreciate you. You might not know what I'm talking about, but I just want you, I really appreciate meeting you that night. That was a wild night. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful family and beautiful children. Gary. Left it at that. Because I just know me at that age. Motherfucker 23, going to a motherfucking Diddy party and a fucking, I would have been in that bitch. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now because it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. Can't stop. Bad boy for life. I'm getting up the next morning. Fuck, man, it was a wild ass motherfucking party. I don't remember shit. Ah! The fuck happened? This motherfucker's in the other room. Woo! This one's repeating. He got fucking ass.
You guys have the same shirt on? What does it mean?
It's Alabama A&M University.
Oh, okay. My bad. GED Incorporated. Barely made it. Did you say Alabama A&M Incorporated? Is that what you said? Or you said university? All right, I thought you said incorporated. Where's that at?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville. Okay. That's because. And why are you guys still wearing the shirts?
We went to celebrate Juneteenth to see the Black Outcasts.
Juneteenth. It's August. Why are you wearing the shirts today? She was like, now we would celebrate Juneteenth, Black Holiday, first Black astronaut. Okay, you're in Atlanta right now. You are not in Huntsville. It is not June. Was this planned, or did you pick her up and go, bitch? Girl, put a jacket on, put a jacket on. It's 102 degrees. I don't care. So you called her? Like, girl, put your Alabama A&M shirt on. Was you planned it? All right.
When we bought the shirt, it was planned.
But why? Why are you wearing it tonight? I don't want to ask you anymore. Just for the hell of it. Just want to look alike. I'm going to put the white pants on.
My sister, why not?
Oh, you guys are sisters? Okay. That's all I had to say. Oh my God. I didn't say you were wrong. You're really defensive. What's my sister? It's just your first answer didn't make any sense. So, why are you guys wearing the same shirt? Juneteenth. Is she driving? She's not driving, is she? Okay. I don't want you to get pulled over and she says the wrong thing to the cop. You know how fast she was going? I love quesadillas. I love them. I love the cheese and the sour cream, little guacamole. I love eating quesadillas. What the fuck? I asked her how fast she was going. I don't know. I just love them. I went to Huntsville back in June. I ordered some quesadillas. Yeah. And that's my sister, and she loves quesadillas too. She loves enchiladas. She loves enchiladas. We love Mexican food. Do you have any other family members? Any other brothers and sisters? Okay. And where did they go? Did they go there too? Did they go to college?
So,
How many you got? How many brothers and sisters you got?
I have a couple of brothers and sisters because the majority of us went to the illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
You really like to put a lot on a regular ass school. You said that shit like it was Harvard or Yale. It's Clark Atlanta. It's like, it's cool. Motherfucker ain't Harvard, motherfucker. The illustrious Clark Atlanta University. In-state tuition is $2,000. Motherfucker, I know. I sent a couple of kids to HBCUs. I know what the tuition is. My daughter went to the illustrious North Carolina A&T. G-Ho. Yeah. Did you have any brothers and sisters that didn't go to college? Oh. What do they do now? Is it illustrious? My brother works for the illustrious Chipotle. C to the H to the I to the P to the O to the T to the L. Brown rice. White rice. Guacamole! He would like some nacho chip! To go! Get the back! 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 Where's your brother work that didn't go to college?
He worked for the Cobb County Water Department for 25 years.
Where's he working at?
Cobb County Water Department.
Cobb County Water Department. All right. I only know Cobb County from the first 48. So hopefully the water washed away some of the blood I saw in those episodes. That's good you're proud of your family. That's good. And there's no jokes here. I'm glad you're proud of all your brothers and sisters. The fuck do you know that? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, nobody said you don't. Oh my God, why do you sound like that? I'm proud of mine, Gary. She sound like she made some good ass sweet tea back there. I'm proud of mine, Gary. Put more sugar in it. That's half the bag. That's how I make it. Grandpa's sitting there with one leg. I lost my leg, but that sweet tea would work.
What's that? Frat parties? At San Diego State? Yeah, I'm the DJ. I got shot at one of those frat parties, motherfucker. Remember that one? Remember that one? I got jumped at one too. You was there when I got jumped? Oh. Why didn't you stop playing the music, bitch? I remember you now. So here's the story. So I'll just share it. So I used to play flag football when I lived out here, right? But the Piranhas, yeah, P House, yeah. So, San Diego takes flag football a little serious, by the way. We have way too many practices for nobody getting paid. It's like, what the motherfucker, 4 days a week, bitch? Yeah, that's when we won the title. Yeah, I caught the game-winning touchdown, bitch.
We had like an all-black team. I go, let me run across the middle. They ain't gonna be looking for me to catch nothing. That's like what I said to him. I hadn't caught a pass all year. I was like, let me throw it to me. I'll catch it. I mean, the other team was black. They just stood there like, what the fuck this white motherfucker come from? So here's what happened with the fight he's talking about. It's a true story. It was there was a boxing match on that night, right? And then I think I went with you. We got there early, and we was watching the fight in this one of the guys' rooms. It was a big frat party in San Diego State. So I had this leather coat, and I left the coat in this room, and then now the party starts, and now so we're partying, but I was ready to leave. I had some bitches I wanted to finger in PB. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here, right? San Diego State hoes, they don't know Gary. We got nothing in common with these college girls. I need to find some fucking Navy chicks. They're easy. You just got off the kitty hawk. Ooh, your pussy needs a little playing with. Did you cross the equator? Did you cross the equator? So anyways, party's jumping. And now I'm ready to go. So I'm like, I try to go get my jacket, but they got like a freshman dude guarding the hallway where all the bedrooms was, as they should. So I looked at him, we're having a cool conversation. Hey man, I gotta get my jacket. He goes, I don't know you, dude. I'm not supposed to lay right back. I said, it's cool. You can go get it, bro. I just need my jacket. It's a leather jacket. And I think that motherfucker cost me like $300, which was like $3 million at that time in my life. So I'm getting that fucking jacket, bro. So as we're talking though, like 4 like seniors are walking out, right? And they just start yelling. They go, motherfucking plebe, we told you nobody get back here. Now the fucking kid starts yelling at me. He goes, motherfucker, I told you ain't nobody getting back here. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And his hand is like right here, damn near hit my face. So I thought he was gonna hit me or touch me. So I just grabbed him. I didn't punch him, I just grabbed him. As soon as I motherfucking grabbed this guy, it was fist of fury on me. It was boom. So I had the kid in front of me. I'm against the wall. They can't get to me because I still got this motherfucker. I said they're beating the fuck out of their friend. So then like cooler heads prevailed and a couple guys was like, ah, and it got broken up. So now I got like 4 guys dragging me out. I'm still going, motherfucker, I just want my jacket. But on the way out, I was on the way out, and one guy, I don't know where he came from. He came from way back here. He had a beer can, boom, and hit the back of my head. I said, you motherfucker. So now I'm in the front yard of this frat house. He's still DJing. He don't know any of this is going on. That's what he said. I was wondering why the motherfucker's like, we don't give a fuck. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. What? I was like, try to calm it down a little bit with the music. So I'm in the front yard now, and I got like a couple guys from the frat house are telling me, we're gonna call the cops. We're gonna call the cops. I said, for what? I said, motherfucker, I ain't been drinking. I'm ready to leave. And then I go, I know you got some underage motherfuckers in here drinking. I said, I dare you to call the cops. Okay, well, motherfucker, you gotta leave. I said, I just want my jacket. I will gladly leave. Give me my fucking jacket. So the frat's all white, right? All of a sudden, like 3-4 black guys that was on my flag football team, they show up, and they're like, gee, what you doing here? I said, I can't get my jacket. I said, this fucking, and I'm white, but I said, these white motherfuckers jumped me. If you got some black dudes, just act like you ain't white, even if the guys are white. These white motherfuckers jumped me, man. They're like, what? So now the 4 black dudes surround me. I'm in the middle, and they come walking me in the frat. And like, all the white guys just spreading out. And then, and now they get in the middle of the dance floor, and you was there. There's like, who fucking hit my boy? Who hit my boy? And the one dude, the motherfucker was barely on the team. Like he was like, just tell me to knock somebody out, Gary. I've been waiting to knock a motherfucker out. I was like, who are you? Motherfucker, you just signed on the team. So we look around, the frat is empty now. Everybody ran to their rooms. All the white boys locked themselves in the rooms, and they're yelling, "We didn't know, bro! We didn't know!" I said, "Just give me my fucking jacket." Finally, the guy just stuck his arm out with my jacket. I kept saying, "That's all I wanted." So then, and now I'm in Pacific Beach. I go, "Yeah, these white motherfuckers jumped me tonight." Yeah, they ain't know though. They ain't know. Because I remember you stopped the music. The brothers came in, they jumped Gary. He stopped you, he goes, who the fuck jumped my boy? But he's Filipino. He went, Buddha Buck by my boy. Buddha Buck. Piss party is over. Did you say this party's over? Piss party's over. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You got me fucked up. That was fucking funny. It's funny now. But I ain't gonna lie, a little pee came out that night though. When you get motherfuckers, I don't know how motherfuckers be like getting jumped and act like they had under control, because I didn't know where these fists was coming from. I felt bad for that kid. You should have seen him. Jacket! Jacket! All this was over my fucking jacket! That was a wild night. All done. I think we all learned something tonight. If nothing else. All right, fuck. That's funny. I've told that story. A lot of people think I'm lying. No. That was your room? So, why'd your dudes jump me then? Because you know I'm cool, like, motherfucker, I didn't start fights. I think about all this shit. I remember we was at one house and somebody started shooting a gun, and I jumped. Who was the Asian dude with the long hair from San Francisco? Cisco, yeah. We was at his house. Always a fucking Cisco or Rodney. If you know a Cisco or Rodney, don't hang out after midnight. Cause you DJ that one? Okay, you're done DJing, right? Like, please don't invite me to a gig tonight. I'm like, I'm gonna pass. No. We was at this guy Cisco's house, and it was like everybody's in the front yard. All of a sudden we heard pop, 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 pop. And when you ain't ever heard a gun, I thought somebody just setting fireworks. I go, it's May. July 4th, motherfucker? Everybody's like, motherfucker, they shooting. I jumped through a window. Woo! I was in a bathtub, and I remember this girl walked in the bathroom, and I pulled her on me. I said, they're shooting. I did. But I damn sure grabbed her. I was like, damn, you kind of fine. I gotta go. I said, you can't get up yet. They shooting. I'm protecting you. Here, in fact, you get on the bottom. I'll get on the bottom. That was the. Why would you play that? I know, but there were so many other better hits that people didn't get shot to. Return of the Mac Daddies. Could have played that. Nobody ever got shot to that. Could have played some John B. Never got shot to that. No, baby, no, baby. No. Dun, 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 dun. Nobody ever got shot. The guy would have had the gun out and be like, oh, this is my jam. I'm glad to see you're still alive, you know, like, you've had a dangerous life of DJing, shit. I'm fucking getting jumped. I was there too. Every time I DJ, the motherfucker got shot or beat up. Been to 2 fucking parties. Well, that was an unexpected turn. I didn't know the show was going to go that way. Thank you. Just want to go back to my room and lock the door tonight. We're not hanging out. You know that, right? We're not. Don't think, oh, let's go here. We're not. I don't want to be like, oh my God, somebody's shooting again. All right, y'all. Huh? Trump. Oh, no, I stay away from politics. Because, listen, nothing divides an audience faster than religion and politics. So, I don't live here. So he's not taking over my city. He's taking over your city. I live far, far away. My city's fine. We're not.
Damn, I can't believe they're doing that shit in D.C.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit, boy. I'm not smart enough either, bro. I don't know enough about politics. I don't want to be one of these guys that act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I don't. Fucking, even when every time election comes, I just be asking people, what we doing? That's all we're doing. Like I'm my fucking big brother. Who's the house voting for? I don't fucking know, bro. I grew up in a trailer park, motherfucker, doing the Navy. I don't know shit about politics. Dude, I've been trying. What do you think about his foreign policy? He put the National Guard. And I was like, oh. Dude, I checked out when The Apprentice got canceled, man. How the fuck you gonna let that motherfucker from Poison win? He ain't raised no money though. Holly Robinson Pete raised more money than he did. He gonna let Bret Michaels win because he had a stroke. I knew he was fucked up from that moment on. That's all I got, man. Same thing with religion. I don't fucking try to get into it because motherfuckers be tripping off religion too. This is all I know about religion is I get confused when I go to church because everywhere I go, it's pretty consistent. Jesus died for our sins and was on the cross. It messed up his abs, his forehead, hands, feet. He was on the cross for a long time. And he did that for us. He did that so we could sin and still be able to get into heaven. But every time I go to church, they'd be like, don't sin. I'm like, well, it's awful selfish on our part. Jesus went through a lot. I think we should sin a little bit. I mean, just to show our appreciation. Like, when I say sin, I don't mean kill or rob nobody. For the blowjob, that's okay. That's a good way to say, thank you, Lord, I appreciate this. Because, hell, a good blowjob is going to make you say Jesus Christ anyways. Jesus Christ. And you always look up. I got to get out of here. I'm Gary Owen. Thanks for hanging with me so long. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. It's going to be crazy in a couple weeks, though, when Joe Biden finds out he didn't win. It's going to be wild. At this this point, I wouldn't even tell him. I just let it ride. Like, did we do it? You did it, Joe. You did it again. I told you, shock the world. I don't think I've ever seen a president deteriorate at the speed of Joe Biden. Man, every time he was talking that last year, I really wanted that movie Cocoon to be for real. Like, well, at least the next 4 years will be entertaining, if nothing else, you know, like, because one thing we definitely learned about Donald Trump, he could care less what the question is. He's going to answer what he wants to answer. He's proven that time and time again. That one debate threw me when he was just like, you know, how do you feel about the economy? They're eating dogs. Like, whoa. Man, when he said that, I was like, oh, he don't give a fuck about the Asian vote. I don't really care if you're laughing. I just look right there like, you good, bro? Trump's entertaining, nothing else, you know, like he just says what he wants. He just goes off script, you know. How you feel about the economy? They're eating dogs. Whoa. As soon as he said that, I was like, damn, he don't give a fuck about the Asian vote. Kind of funny, he was talking about a bunch of Haitians in Springfield, Ohio. You know, there's at least one Chinese restaurant owner like, they eat the dog too. Just us. The worst part about it is, as soon as Trump said that about the Haitians in Springfield, the media just flocked to Springfield, Ohio, and interviewed the worst white people you can interview on the planet. I've been to Springfield. There's some decent suburbs, not who they interviewed. One dude had no front teeth, sitting on his fence, looking at a bunch of Haitians like, I hate them. I ain't seen my cat in 3 weeks. What? Completely embarrassing. And he didn't even know why he hates them. Why don't you like him? I just don't. I was like, this guy's a man of few words and thoughts. I just don't. What the f*** when you... Springfield's not that big. I don't know why you wouldn't want a bunch of Haitians to move in. I didn't understand the drawback. I was thinking, God, just let them really integrate into the community, and then about 12, 15 years, the sports team should be way better. Who don't want a little Patrick Mahomes running back there? Same guy, like, I hate him. Well, your daughter don't. You're missing your cat, but they found her cat. Because you know that's the one they're going to get. The one guy, I hate him. For sure knocking the bottom out of his daughter pretty soon. You know, it's so funny too, because I grew up in Southern Ohio, but it was funny when I was, it brought back some memories when they was talking about the Haitians moved into Springfield. And it's black people is what they're really saying, you know. Like, I've never seen an Asian or Latino Haitian. But that's really what they're saying. I don't think it would have been tripping if a bunch of Ukrainians moved in. But I remember when I grew up, I went to a predominantly all-white high school. We had like 10 black guys out of the 4 grades. They were our core black guys. But then you'd have black guys move in and out of our school sometimes. It was funny because we had a boys' home, that went to our school, so it was called the Bunker Hill Boys Home. So if anybody got in trouble in Cincinnati or Dayton, chances are they end up at our school for a couple months. And we never knew who the white guys were because there were so many white people, but we knew who the black guys was. So it'd be f***ed up because like our football team be really good for like 3 games. And then we get to practice on Monday and be like, where the f*** did Jeremiah go? No, he went back to Cincinnati. We'd be beating the f*** out of the all-boy Catholic schools and losing in vocational schools and And then the boys' home they got free lunch. So they got the little gift card. I call it a little card. And then one of my buddies from high school was Paul. He was one of our core 10. You know, he was like I was always there, but we always ate lunch together. And then I realized he was getting all these. I realized what he was doing because he'd go up and get his lunch. He'd have all kinds of shit on his tray, and he'd look at the cafeteria lady run the register. He'd go Bunker Hill. And she's like, all right, go ahead. I go, she didn't ask for his ticket. And I'd be right behind him like, Bunker Hill. She goes, you got your ticket? I was like, you ain't asked the black guy for his ticket. I get so mad at Paul. I was like, you give me some of them tater tots, motherfucker. even like with the election being next week, like I said, I'm not Brian to tell you to vote for, but it's funny to me. But like I listen to all the people that are pro-Trump and anti-Trump, and I listen to people that are pro-Vice President Harris and anti-Vice President Harris. The big thing with Vice President Harris is people that don't want her to win. They'll say things like, she keeps saying what's she going to do when she gets in office. Where's she been the last 4 years? Hadn't she somewhat been in office? And if I was her campaign manager, I'd lean into that narrative. I wouldn't even run from it. So next time she had an interview or a moderator or somebody trying to hit her with a question, she's trying to get her caught up. They go, you keep saying what you're going to do. Why haven't you done it yet? You've been basically in office for 4 years. If I was her, I'd be like, I've been trying. But this old white motherfucker won't let me do a goddamn thing. And Biden's so old, he'd be like, who's she talking about? We gotta find this old white man that won't let her do is gone. Transgender's a fun topic. Especially in today's day and age. Yeah. Trump just came out. Nope. A man or a woman. That's it. Now you got a bunch of motherfuckers with titties and dicks. What the fuck am I? They're not mad, are they? All right, okay. I thought they left. Fuck him. I love my cock. I thought they got pissed. They got him right there. We're done. We're done. What you mad for? I just got the dick 2 weeks ago. Welcome back, girls. You had me worried. I thought you got mad. And I was like, what you do with tits and dick running around? And all 3 of you was like, fuck this! Now your dude's like, no, they're good, dog. I mean, her brother's questionable. That's we all got that gay relative. I think everybody has a gay relative at some point. Second cousin. You're saying no, but trust. There's somebody. And you're always shocked when you figure out who it is in your family. You're like, shut the fuck up, Derek!
Yeah, Derek's got a boyfriend.
Transgender's a fun topic. Especially in today's day and age. Yeah. Trump just came out. Nope. A man or a woman. That's it. Now you got a bunch of motherfuckers with titties and dicks. What the fuck am I? not mad, are they? All right, okay. I thought they left. Fuck him. I love my cock. I thought they got pissed. They got him right there. We're done. We're done. What you mad for?
I just got the dick 2 weeks ago.
Welcome back, girls. You had me worried. I thought you got mad. And I was like,
You have much to do with tits and dick running around.
and all three was like,
Fuck this!
Now your dude's like, no, they're good, dog. I mean, her brother's questionable. That's
we all got that gay relative. I think everybody has a gay relative at some point. Second cousin. You're saying no, but trust. There's somebody. And you're always shocked when you figure out who it is in your family. You're like, shut the fuck up, Derek!
Yeah, Derek's got a boyfriend.
5 minutes, motherfucker.
Now, you're not gonna, you know what? You're not going to get 5 minutes, motherfucker. That was the whitest motherfucker I've ever heard. Oh my God. Build your own career, bitch. What you want my 5 minutes for? No refunds, ho. I still got your money, bitch. So technically, you work for me tonight, ho. Fuck you. Ooh, that's when I won. I won. The minute when they just give up with the fuck you. I won.
Give that bastard right now.
What happened? Oh, he's leaving? Is that him? Oh, yeah. He looks exactly like I thought he was going to look, too. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of child on his laptop. I guarantee you that shit.
Stick in my face, motherfucker.
Jason,
Get stung by a bee.
Jason.
Got about 3 weeks till the election. I'm not bright enough to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to go there. I told you I'm not going to tell you. So you couldn't tell me. That's fine. I literally heard someone go Trump, and a black lady go, "Who said that?" Who said that? Somebody said, watch your mouth. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I said, watch your mouth. You can't even get tickets in the front row. I ain't worried about your late buying ticket, I'm so glad you guys came. You guys have laughed at every joke. Like it's the greatest you have ever heard in your life. Because this guy has never even faced a stage. He's watched the whole show sideways just because he knew he was going to lean into his lady. I'm cool with the sideways laugh. It's better than that motherfucker. Trump! I'll take the man that just came to have a good time, listen to some jokes, but the motherfucker take shit serious. No, that motherfucker.
5 minutes, motherfucker.
Now, you're not gonna, you know what? You're not gonna get 5 minutes, motherfucker. That was the whitest motherfucker I've ever heard. Oh my God. Build your own career, bitch. What you want my 5 minutes for? No refunds, ho. I still got your money, bitch. So technically, you work for me tonight, ho.
Stiff ass mother.
Give me 5 minutes, motherfucker. You. Ooh, that's when I won. I won. The minute when they just give up with the you. I won.
Give that back right now.
Come on, Gary.
What happened? Oh, he's leaving? Is that him? Oh, yeah. He looks exactly like I thought he was going to look, too. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of child on his laptop. I guarantee that.
Stick in my face, mother.
Let's
Get stung by a bee.
So other than that, good thing about football season, man, it's coming at a perfect time because we are so deep into election season. And I don't know. I watched the RNC. I watched the DNC. I'm not a political guy. I don't know enough about it. Shouts out to Angel Reese, who basically said, I don't know enough about politics. They asked her about the DNC being in Chicago and stuff. And she was like, look, I'm not going to sit here and talk politics, and I'm not an expert. It's like me talking politics is like me talking curling. I don't know anything about that sport. It's like me talking, rhythmic gymnastics. I know nothing about it. So I don't get into it, but I am going to vote. I am an American. It's just, this is not a strong year. Like when you watch the RNC and the DNC, it's like, I think it would be more interesting because basically it's a love fest. No matter what you say, I'm here for a better America. I'm here to make a change. Crime's going to go down. Better food, better education. It's the same shit every 4 years, verbatim. And the crowd's acting like these people are saying some monumental shit that we've never heard. You know what would be more interesting on these conventions? Have everyone that was booked for the RNC, every speaker, every politician, every entertainer, and then have every speaker, politician, and entertainer that was booked to speak at the DNC switch, and don't tell them. Just have everyone that was going to perform at the RNC speak at the RNC. They got to speak in front of the DNC crowd, and everybody at the DNC got to speak in front of the RNC crowd. That would be interesting. That showtime at the Apollo on cocaine. That's what I want to see, because I tune in so fast. Because if you can get through that without getting booed, and if you could somehow get them on your side, kind of like Drago did. I'm sorry, kind of like Rocky did in Rocky IV when he was fighting Drago, and they hated him. And then by the end of the fight, they loved him. That would be more interesting to me. Can you see Little John at the RNC? Okay! Hulk Hogan talking smack about at the DNC and see, because you know some of them Democrats have been watching wrestling. And that would be a hard thing for them to turn on Hulk Hogan. To me, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. And I get so sick of these entertainers, celebs, whatever you want to call them, saying they're going to leave the country if Trump gets elected or if Harris gets elected. I'm like, no, you're not. Shut up. And by the way, how full of yourself that you think people care? Like, do we really care if Lil Pump moves out of the country? No. Like, oh no, Lil Pump's gone. I think maybe John Legend, and I like John Legend a lot. He's always been nice to me and everything, but even when he said he's going to move out, I'm like, John, come on. It's not that deep. It really isn't. Your life is not going to shit over who wins the presidency. I mean, it's just not. We put too much on it. And granted, your life could be easier. You could pay less taxes. I don't know. It's just not a huge deal to me. I don't get how people get so emotionally invested. Like, yeah, I'm rooting for somebody, or I want this person to win, but It's not like if Trump or Harris wins, I'm going to be like, oh my God. I think personally, Trump wins, it's better for my pocketbook as far as taxes goes. And then if Harris wins, it's just, I think she's probably a nicer person, and it's probably definitely better for my quote-unquote fan base. Like, I really think if Harris is in, I got a shot at getting invited to the White House. I got a shot at performing or doing something for her. So for me, for selfish reasons, yeah, I definitely would want Harris over Trump. For tax purposes, I would want Trump over Harris. I'm just taking everything else out of it. Taking their personalities out. I'm taking their track history, all of it. Just from what I know, the little bit I know about politics, Trump's better for my pocketbooks and taxes, but Harris is better for my probably career. I would have a shot to actually meet people in her circle. I don't think, although I did see Trump went on Theo Von's podcast, Dana White set that up. I was like, man, that's huge. That's huge to have like the former president that's running for president in the middle of the election to get on a podcast like Theo Von's. And I see it's doing crazy. Where's it at right now? It's doing, let's see. I'm going to go to YouTube and see how many it's got as of now. I ain't doing Cat Williams' number, but it's doing numbers. Here it is. It's at 11 million views. And let's put that into perspective for someone like Theo Von, who great podcaster. His two biggest podcasts. Wow, he's got, okay, I take it back. That dude's pushing crazy numbers. So Joe Rogan's his biggest one 2 years ago. He's got 22 million. And then that makes sense. A comedian with another comedian. And then Donald Trump's second already. It's only been up less than a week. And it's already got 11 million. So it's got a shot at taking over Rogan eventually. Tucker Carlson's third with 10 million. And then Louis C.K., 9.4 million. Shane Gillis, 8.5 million. Neil deGrasse Tyson, 8.1 million. Not to be confused with Mike Tyson. Then you got Shane Gillis again, 7.9 million. So, yeah, Shane Gillis is giving Theo Von some numbers, bro.
So Donald Trump got indicted. And, let me fix that. So Donald Trump got indicted, and I see people going crazy on the internet like, oh, this is it. We finally got him. We finally got him. I'll be honest with you. I don't think nothing's going to happen. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for CNN and Fox and Comedy Central and Saturday Night Live, a lot of stuff to talk about. But in the end, nothing's going to happen. I think Donald Trump literally looks at his life like he's living in the real life WWE. There's all these different storylines and plots, and there's been hookers and different islands he goes to and tax evasion, and then in the end, nothing happens. I think this is the same thing. He got indicted. People that are Trumper thumpers are like, this country's going down the drain, and it's a witch hunt. And then Trump haters are like, finally, I've been waiting for this day. We finally got him. And in the end, nothing's going to happen. I'm just waiting for like Hulk Hogan or Roman Reigns to come out at any moment. It's like there's you got Democrats and you got Republicans, and you got some people they just vote Democrat, and some people they just vote Republican, and then you got the thumpers, the Donald Trump. I call them Trumper thumpers, and that man can do nothing wrong. And okay, if he does get in handcuffs and we get to see it, watch. There'll be protests on either side. The Trumper thumpers are going to talk about how this country's going to go down the drain and and then the people that hate Trump are going to be like, yes, Yes. Put him in jail. Throw away the key. He'll probably be out the same day. And then this is all a bunch ado about nothing. Nothing's going to happen to him. He's got too much power, too much loot, and he's got the right connections. So I'm just saying, I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if anything comes of this. But yeah, I feel like Vince McMahon, if he runs for president again, Vince McMahon should be the vice president. And then he should just assign all the WWE wrestlers to be Secretary of State and Supreme Court and everything. Because this is just much ado of nothing, I bet. I'd be shocked if anything comes of this other than more storylines. But all right, I'm just waiting for somebody to come in with a flying chair or this, I don't know, flying elbow or anything. But in the end, watch over the next few weeks. It's going to be, we got him. This country going on a drain. In the end, nothing's going to happen. Watch. I would put money on it. So, could be wrong. I don't know. But, like I said, to me, every time I see somebody going after Trump, I read it like it's Saturday morning. I am 10 years old, and I am watching Andre the Giant wrestle Hulk Hogan. I'm just like, it's like a bunch of storylines that some people think it's real, but deep down we know it's fake. And I think Donald Trump lives his life like he's in the WWE. Like it's a bunch of drama and storylines, but it's not real. So, just like this indictment, rings to me like a storyline. All right, we'll watch everybody get all up and watch the next couple weeks. Everybody's gonna go nuts, and then 6 months from now, we'll see what new story comes along. But I don't think it's gonna happen. That's just my opinion.
Hey, y'all, you listen to the Gary Owen podcast. Hashtag Get Some. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Owen with the Get Some podcast. You can watch this on iTunes. You can listen to it on iTunes. I'm sorry. Go to itunes.com/GaryOwenCom, or you can watch it on YouTube. YouTube.com/GaryOwenCom. I think I messed that up. iTunes, just search Gary Owen /Get Some. YouTube.com/GaryOwenCom. My fault. I got a little discombobulated. It's been a weird morning. Cause I'm in the transition of moving from Ohio to California. So my wife's in town and my daughter's in town. And, God damn, they got my world fucking upside down. Usually I'm by myself. I got my mornings. I'm good. I got my schedule. Now my wife's got her schedule, so I had to drop her off at work. And then, cause she has her own, travel company. So now she's going in the office. Usually she can do it from over the phone or Skype or FaceTime and all that stuff. So she had to go into work amongst other things. So I was like, even when we were filming this, I had to call the engineers. I was like, yo, about 10 minutes late. And I ain't gonna lie. I lied. I said there was a wreck. There wasn't no wreck. I was just running late. You ever do that? Why do we do that as just people in general? We just lie for no reason. You can just say, hey man, I'm running about 15 minutes late. We always got to come up with an excuse. I said there's a wreck on Highway 75. There wasn't no fucking wreck. I was just running late. But for some reason, I just want to be like, hey man, I'm just running a little bit behind. I didn't want to do that. So I came up with a lie. And I'm coming clean right now. I'm gonna blame my wife for me running late this morning while we were filming. Cause she did put me behind schedule a little bit. But I don't know why I lied. But I just made it right, I guess. But literally I was just running late. Last week I was in Richmond, Virginia. Thanks to everybody that came out. We sold out 6 shows. We had 5 and then we added another one. Richmond's got interesting town because I was in a suburb. The comedy club in Richmond, Virginia is in a suburb called Short Pump. And it's about 20 minutes from downtown Richmond. And Short Pump, it's weird. There's some freaky shit going on in Virginia. Now it kind of explains Chris Brown a little bit because the comedy club is in Short Pump. I'm at the Funny Bone.
and it's right next to Dick's Sporting Goods. And the nearest university is Longwood. And across road, if you're trying to get the short pump, if you're on the highway, there's a road called Tuckahoe Parkway. So I just want to make everybody aware, Richmond, Virginia, the Funny Bone is right behind Dick's and Short Pump near Longwood University, right off Tuckahoe Boulevard. What the fuck is going on in Richmond, Virginia? Please tell me who made up these names. And then the main street is Broad. So, I don't know. Hey, go down Broad and meet me at Tuckahoe. We're going to the funny bone behind Dick's, but I can't stay out late because I got to study. My final exam at Longwood is next week. What? No, hold on. My hotel was on the corner of Broad and Knuckles. What? What's going on in Richmond? Hey, where you at? Man, I'm at the corner of Broad and Knuckles down the street from Tuckahoe. What? Who came up with these names in Richmond, Virginia? All right, but thanks to everybody in Richmond that came down to see me. Now my allergies are acting up. I don't do drugs. I don't do cocaine. So I've noticed myself sniffing already. Cause I did an interview with Vlad TV about 6 months ago. And when my allergies kick in, they kick in. And I don't know why. And the whole time I'm doing this Vlad interview, I'm sneezing and we keep having to take breaks. But if you look at it on YouTube, I'm always sniffing. But they don't know that we're taking breaks as I'm doing an interview because I literally got to blow my nose and I got tissues. It's not to that extent right now, but when you see the interview on Vlad TV, people are like, I know a cocaine head when I see one. I'm like, nah, it was allergies and for whatever reason, my nose is just acting up. It does it. I think my nose just turns on me every now and then. That's what's happening right now. So if you hear me sniffing on this podcast, I'm not doing drugs. It's not because of cocaine or anything else. It's just allergies. This weekend, October 13th, I'm in Washington, D.C. at the MGM National Harbor. And then next week, October 18th to the 21st, I'm in Ontario, California at the Improv. And then October 26th, I'm in Oklahoma City at the Tower Theater with Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then the first 2 weekends in November, so November 1st to the 4th and November 8th to the 11th, I'm in Houston, Texas at the Improv. I used to push myself and do like 14 shows in 4 days. And then my manager goes, why don't you just do 2 weekends there? You sell out all the shows. I go, why didn't I think of that? That way I ain't got to kill myself 3 shows a night for 3 days straight. So I just do 2 weeks now in Houston. And then, November 17th, I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana at the Sanger Theater. And December 15th, I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, the Taft Theater. And New Year's Eve, I'm in Grand Prairie, Texas, aka Dallas, Texas, at the Verizon Theater. Look, man, it was a great weekend to be a Bengals fan. Huge. I'm sitting here in Richmond, Virginia at this sports bar, and I thought we didn't have a chance. We're losing the whole game, 17-0. Bengals down in the third quarter. I'm like, in my brain, I'm going 3-2. Then we got to play Pittsburgh. Then we got to play Kansas City and New Orleans. We got a tough schedule. It's really going to set us back. And I don't know what happened, but they just woke up. And all of a sudden, defense scored a touchdown. Defense scored 2 touchdowns. Bengals win 4-1. All's right in the world right now with me. Like, when the Bengals win, everything's okay. I always say, like, if a doctor tells me I got cancer, Gary, you got cancer, you have 6 months to live. It's better than 5, baby. It's better than 5 because the Bengals won. Now, the Bengals lose, Gary got cancer. What the fuck, man? I gotta go to chemo. How can I stay living? Bengals win? Could be worse. And so it's like you gotta temper it, man, because Bengals are 4-1. They're in first place, all by themselves in the division. But the Steelers are coming to town. Oh my God. This is the worst. It's the worst. Bengals lost, I think, 11 of the last 12 to the Steelers. For whatever reason, they got our number. I don't know why we can't beat those motherfuckers, man. Really bothers me. What bothers me more
is most of the Steelers I meet are pretty cool. I wish they were assholes, because every time I go to Pittsburgh and some of the Steelers are come out, and I met their coach a few times, Mike Tomlin. It's just like, they're all so fucking cool. But I can't bring myself to root for them. And I like Steeler fans. I know you're not supposed to like them, and they can be a bit obnoxious like most NFL fans, but they're so loyal, and they're down, and they'll go see the Steelers whether 2-12 or 12-2. Steeler fans will be out there at the game. So you got to respect the fan base, and they travel. I remember when I had season tickets for the Bengals, and I stopped getting season tickets because I'm not in town enough. But when I had my season tickets, they would put ads in the paper when the Steelers come to town. Don't sell your tickets to Steeler fans, because you go to a Bengals game when they play the Steelers and they got those terrible towels, and that stadium be half full of Pittsburgh fans, and you see them towels going crazy. And I was like, but what the Bengals don't realize, you make half your money back off the Steeler game. Like, I had 2 tickets, and I think when I had my season tickets, it was around $2,500, I think, for the 2 tickets for the whole season. And Steeler game, I would get $1,000 for my 2 tickets for that one game. So you're basically I make half my money back damn near off one game every year. And when the Bengals are winning, you get more money for your tickets if you weren't in town. If they're losing, it's hard. Like, if it's the Bengals versus the Buccaneers, that's a hard ticket to sell. Or Bengals versus the Cardinals. But the Bengals Steelers, always get your money's worth. And then some. If you put them on StubHub or Craigslist or any of those websites like that. I always make my money off the Steeler game. That's why it's hard when the Bengals, if they're not winning, they say don't sell your tickets to Steeler fans. You make all your money back on the Steeler game. But I'm going to be in the building. I'm in D.C. the 13th, and I'm flying back early so I can make that game on the 14th. I said, man, it's crazy because usually I work my schedule around the Bengals schedule when it comes out. And this year I didn't really do that. Like, I know I'm going to make 3-4 games, but I got burned last year. I tried to make my whole schedule, and then we were terrible. I was like, shit. You get to December, you're like, why did I do this? Why am I in the cold for this game that nobody cares about? So, hey, it's just a good time to be a Bengals fan. Now, if you're an NFL fan, it's clear who the best 2 teams are. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. And then there's a huge drop-off. Now, you could say, as long as Brady's in the league, Patriots got a chance. Yeah, that's true. But right now, I mean, the Steelers and Chiefs are just head and shoulders above everybody else. And they play each other this year, too. There's a real good chance they could both be undefeated going into that game. Hold on. Let me look and see when they play each other. Because I know they play. I saw that I saw it on ESPN that the Chiefs and Rams. Yeah, November 19th. Oh, and it's a night game. They must have thought they were going to be good. It's a Sunday night game. Oh, is it? It's a Monday night. Shut the fuck up. It's a Monday night game. NFL got lucky with that shit. November night, Monday night. No fucking way. No way they got lucky like that. So November 19th, Chiefs versus Rams. That could be 2 undefeated teams. Because the Chiefs got the Patriots. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Then they got the Bengals, where I hope they lose. And they got the Broncos, they're at the Browns, they got the Cardinals. Man, they could be undefeated. And who the Rams got? The Rams got at the Broncos, at the 49ers, home versus the Packers, at New Orleans versus Seattle, and then the Chiefs. Man. The Rams guys, they could both be undefeated going into that game. That's crazy. That's crazy. And how did NFL get lucky like that shit? That they made it a Monday night game by accident. That's crazy. Okay, something funny happened on social media. So I come across this, somebody sent it to me. They tagged me in it, so I saw it. This tweet, and it's funny, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Some girl she goes, yeah, I'm white, but I'm not Trump white. I'm Gary Owen white. I was like, I was like, I should make a t-shirt. If I made that a t-shirt, I'd probably sell the shit out of that after my shows. Yeah, I'm white, but I'm not Trump white. I'm Gary Owen white. And I reposted it. God damn. It's got, right now, I reposted it last night. It's got 46,000 likes already. And I just posted it last night. That, yeah, I'm white. I'm not Trump white. I'm Gary Owen white. I always say, if you ever come to pay to see me perform, I don't do Donald Trump jokes. I don't do political humor for a few reasons. One, I'm not that smart. I'm not that bright. I don't know enough about politics to talk about. That's why if you listen to my podcast, I don't talk about politics that much. I just don't know enough about that shit. I get bored. I get bored watching CNN. I get bored watching Fox News. I get bored watching MSNBC. I'm more of a ESPN type dude and Netflix. I don't know enough about politics. So I don't ever talk Trump during my act on the road. And I also think we get it fed to us 24/7. And I want people to, when they pay to see me, they get a break from that. They get a break from politics and Trump shit. It's just it's 2 hours where you don't have to worry about any politics being brought up. And a lot of times at the end of my shows, when I do comedy clubs, I'll do a Q&A. I'll be like, you guys got any questions? And never fails. Somebody always be like, Trump, what you think about Trump? And I always got to tell them, I don't do Trump jokes. I just made a conscious decision about 6-7 months ago. I was like, you know what? And I told my opener, I said, dude, don't do any political jokes. I go, I want my crowd to have a break from all that shit because it's getting force fed to us 24/7. And I always tell people, go to DL Hughley's page. If you want to know how I feel about politics, go to DL Hughley's page. He's more passionate about it than I am, and he's definitely more educated about it than I am, and he's smarter than I when it comes to politics. So if you want to know what I feel about Donald Trump, just go to DL Hughley's page, and he usually's got a handle on it. I don't agree with everything he says, but probably about 80% I agree with DL when he's talking about that stuff. Now, I'll tell you what movie I saw last night. I saw I'm about to sneeze. I'm trying to hold it in. If you're watching this on YouTube, my eyes might have just got watery. You ever try to hold a sneeze in and then it's all in your brain? That's what just happened. So I've held sneezes in before at meetings and airports. I'm like, you all right? It'd be like, something happened? Like, it looks like I'm about to cry. It's not, just holding a sneeze in because I don't want to be rude. Hold on. Okay, I just held it. It's a gift. Now, I saw the movie A Star is Born last night. Man, they might sweep the Oscars this year. Bradley Cooper, he's the director and the star. He might get both. Lady Gaga's, everybody's getting nominated. Sam Elliott's good. And it was interesting, man. I'm watching A Star is Born. And rumor is Bradley Cooper and Dave Chappelle are like best friends now. So when I heard that and I found out Dave's in the movie, I'm thinking Dave's in it. Dave's in it for about 5 minutes. But what I noticed is there's a lot of comedians in this movie. Lunell's in it. Eddie Griffin's in it. And they're all just in it for like 1 or 2 scenes. Lunell's a cashier. And she's got a quick, funny scene. Eddie Griffin's a preacher. And he's only in it for about 30 seconds, literally. Chappelle plays Bradley Cooper's like friend from high school that he grew up with. That is kind of like a sounding board for Bradley Cooper's character in the movie because Bradley Cooper's character is like basically a rock star. And Dave seems like that high school friend that's got an average suburb life, but it's grounded, married with kids. And I think Bradley kind of goes to him as like a getaway. And I got friends like that too. That's why even though David isn't that long, I liked his character because I get it. Because me being in the entertainment business, I got a buddy Paul in Columbus and a buddy Mike in Kentucky. Like, they're my guys. They're doing great in life, but they're working, got their wife and kids and just doing it, you know? So Dave's in it. Lunell's in it. Eddie Griffin's in it. Andrew Dice Clay's in it. Now, I didn't see that one coming. Now, Dice Clay plays Lady Gaga's dad in the movie. And even when he walked on screen, it took me a second. I go, hold on. Is that Dice Clay? Cause he looks like an older dad. He's got gray hair now. And he looks like he's healthy, but, he's not funny at all in the movie. He's playing strictly a dramatic role and he killed it. I bet he gets a lot of work out of this. But I'm not going to give the movie away, but it's a really good movie. And it's not like the one from the 70s with Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand. It's a completely different take on it. But it's pretty dope, especially being in the entertainment business, not in the music business, but comedian. You get how you can feel ostracized and alone a lot. And it's just interesting because I think a lot of entertainers we're fragile behind the scenes. Like our mental makeup is pretty fragile. We do read the blogs. We do, people's opinions matter to us. We act like it don't. That's what kills me when I hear entertainers be like, yeah, I don't care about what people think. I do a lot. And I think that's such a lie. Same thing when I see people getting the tattoos saying only God can judge me. I'm like, really? That's bullshit. There was one guy in Cincinnati one time. He had it like on his forehead or some shit. He had it on his neck. He had only God can judge me. And he like killed somebody and now he got life in prison. And I'm sitting there looking on the news and I'm like, well, that tattoo didn't work out, did it? Anytime anybody's got only God can judge me, I go, I got a feeling they did some dirt. And they're trying to convince themselves that only God could judge them. I'm like, no, the court can judge you and a jury can judge you. There was one guy one time, and I don't know, I don't know what he did. He did a bunch of crimes, but he had these money bags in between his eyebrows, these big money bags, and he had them tattooed right here. And then he went and robbed somebody. And I go, that was stupid. You're pretty easy to catch. This is note to all criminals. Don't get tattoos on your face if you plan on committing crimes. It's a kind of easy getaway. I'm always amazed when they can't find somebody for a couple weeks and they got tattoos on their face. I go, where's that dude at? Because if he's at a 7-Eleven or McDonald's, I mean, he's going to stick out. So if you haven't seen A Star Is Born, I recommend going to see it. It's a dope movie, about 2 hours and 15 minutes, but it goes pretty fast. And when you got a story like that, like those movies like A Star Is Born, it takes 2 hours to flush the story out. Because it really is, it's a love story. And you gotta see the relationship kind of grow and blossom. And, I always like Sam Elliott, man. Sam Elliott's good in everything. I'd be shocked if he doesn't get Oscar nominated for his part. But I remember him in Mask. I don't know if people remember that movie Mask from like 84, 85. It came out. It was about Rocky Dennis, the dude that had the weird face. And, Cher was in it. And Sam Elliott played a guy named Gar. And he just talks like, he's got that voice. Hey, how you doing? I can't do it, man. But the people I grew up with, the women I grew up with in the trailer park, not girls, but the moms, them motherfuckers, panties got wet when Sam Elliott came on the screen. Oh, my mom and her crew back in the day, holy shit. Oh my God. I leave my shoes under his bed anytime. I was like, what does that mean? You know? They love Sam Elliott, boy. Them trailer park women that I grew up with when that movie Mask came out. So every time I see Sam Elliott, it reminds me of growing up, hearing all them women talk in the trailer park. Like my mom would have like her crew of women in the trailer park, like come over and I'd hear them talking on the front porch or in the kitchen. And, my mom was funny, man. I remember one time I heard my mom talking to her girlfriends and they were sitting there and one girl's like, yeah, I got my tubes tied. And another girl was like, yeah, well, I'm going to make Rick get his shit snipped. And then my mom goes, well, we just pray a lot. We're not going to get fixed. We're just going to pray a lot. That's what we're going to do. Now, the other thing that happened over the weekend was the Conor McGregor Khabib Nurmagomedov fight. I can't say his last name. Here's the thing. I thought I knew his last name. And then I heard this dude that beat Conor McGregor. I heard him talk. We're pronouncing his last name wrong. And that's when I gave up. Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't know how to say his name. I'm going to give you the spelling of it. And then I'll tell you guys how you think you're supposed to say this name. Khabib, Khabib. Khabib. His last name is Nurmagomedov. Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't know how to say that shit. anyways, this guy choked out Conor McGregor, and there's a guy named Brandon Schaub. He's an ex-UFC fighter, but he has his own podcast. He said before the fight, he goes, "This is a fight I don't want to go to because whoever wins, it's going to be a powder keg." And you got the Russians and the Irish. Conor McGregor's Irish, Khabib's Russian. And Conor's really been the catalyst behind it. Like he talks so much shit. And I don't think he means half the thing he says. He just tries to get in the other guy's head to get him angry because an angry fighter doesn't fight good. That's what I've always been told. Just like you're not supposed to have sex while you're training for a fight. It's supposed to take your legs out from you. But I don't know if that's the case. If the girl's riding you, shouldn't matter. I don't think. I think if your hips are moving, it might take your legs away. But if a girl's just on top of you riding you, I don't know. That shouldn't take nothing away. So Khabib chokes out Conor McGregor, 4th round. I'm at a Buffalo Wild Wings watching it, and then okay, so that's over with. Conor taps out. And then Khabib jumps the fence. I've never seen this happen. Jumps out of the octagon and goes after one of Connor's cornermen. And he does like a Mortal Kombat move. They got it in slow motion. Like he jumped like a spider monkey. Like the shit you see in the jungle, man. And it's like he's floating. And he just lands. And then Conor, he takes a couple shots at some of Khabib's guy within the octagon. Then this guy in a red shirt jumps over the octagon, gets in the octagon, and sucker punches Conor from behind. It's just fucking chaos. As a fan, it was awesome. It was awesome to see. I know you're going to be like, "Oh my God, it's a black guy in the sport and there's got to be respect." But let's just be honest. It was fucking awesome. It was just to be in Buffalo Wild Wings and everybody's going, "No, what the fuck? You see that shit?" And then, usually when a fight's over, everybody respects each other and they slap hands and you realize it's all just trash talk. They don't really mean it. This shit, they really meant that shit. And now you want to see a rematch because if we're being honest, Conor got dominated the whole fight. Here's the thing. When you're a fighter, I don't care if you're a boxer or if you UFC fighter, when you got that one hit a quitter, which Conor's got, where he can sleep you at any moment, you're always in the fight. So when people say you got completely dominated, you did, but you still was only one punch away. Some people, like Floyd Mayweather's not a one hit a quitter. You gotta, it takes a while. Bernard Hopkins wasn't a one hit a quitter. Winky Wright wasn't a one hit a quitter. Tyson, one punch, boom. This Deontay Wilder right now, one punch, boom. The guy Deontay Wilder's gonna fight next in December, Tyson Fury. He's not that type of dude. He's got to lay on you and he's heavy and he's got to work you down and almost wear you out. Khabib's like that. So Conor, even though dominated, he was still in the fight because at any point he could have connected and anybody could go to sleep. But the fact that these guys had the big argument and the scuffle after the fight, it makes you want to see a rematch just for that reason. And you want to see what Conor's going to say because leading up to it, he's going to dominate and I'm going to shove my knuckle through his orbital bone and tink. I love how the Irish guys go tink. They don't say think. There's no H. It's tink. If you look at Conor's Instagram page, he even spells it Tink. I make you tink. So regardless of what you think of the fight, the melee after the fight, it makes you want to see another fight. I do. I want to see him fight again for no other reason than to hear Conor talk. For no other reason. And this is leading up to the fight. I kept seeing a video of this Khabib wrestling a bear back in 1997. He was 9 years old, and I went, you know what? That's the out game for me. If you wrestle a bear, I'm not fucking with you ever. I don't care if it's a fight, an argument, chess. I don't want to fuck with you if you wrestled a bear. And it's crazy hearing about Khabib and his lifestyle. because Connor talked about his dad, talked about his Muslim religion, talked about the people he associates himself with, talked about Alexander Putin. He talked about everybody that Khabib is in contact with. And this just shows you a different culture. Now, Khabib's a grown man. He still is with his mom and dad. And I think his family, I think he's married. I'm not sure, but they all live in the same house. Different culture completely. Cause he's got plenty of money. He's got enough money. He can live wherever he wants right now, especially after this fight. When the pay-per-view numbers come in, that's when we'll know, really how much money they made. That's the thing. There's no losers in this. Connor lost, but he's going to win. Larry Holmes had the best line I ever heard after a boxing match. Larry Holmes gets knocked out by Mike Tyson. He's doing the interview after the fight. I'll never forget I think it was Larry Merchant, or the interview goes, Larry, are you embarrassed? Do you think this hurts your legacy? Larry goes, a little bit, but I'll feel better in the morning when I go to the bank. It's like, it's the best answer. Yeah, a little bit, but tomorrow I'll feel better about everything when I go to the bank. Yeah, it didn't hurt my legacy at all. I was like, and that's the same thing with Connor and Khabib. I mean, say what you want, read the internet, but when it's all said and done, once his pay-per-view numbers come in, everybody's a winner in that fight. Now the other fight was good. It was there's this guy Derek Lewis. If you don't know who he is, please look him up. Please look this UFC fighter Derek Lewis up. He's a heavyweight, but he looks like he just hangs out the bar and drink beers. He's not ripped up. He's not cut up. He's got a belly on him, but it's one of those muscle guts, I call it. There's dudes with those muscle guts that it's a belly, but it don't move. It's just solid. So he got one of them muscle guts. And he got a one-hit quitter because he's losing this fight against this big Russian. And then he just, all of a sudden he connected. 11 seconds left. They called the fight. He knocked him out at 4 minutes and 49 seconds of the third round. It was only a 3-round fight. And he was losing the fight. He don't knock him out, he probably loses. But Derek Lewis got that one-hit quitter, man. And after the fight, he takes off his shorts. And Joe Rogan's interview, he goes, why'd you take your shorts off? He goes, my balls was hot. That's all. My balls was hot. And then they got him after the fight, after he gets a shower and relaxes. Then they got him with the announcers, and he's on a table like they do. He's on a table, and there's like 5 guys interviewing him. And they go, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do to celebrate? He goes, man, I was going to go back to the room and lift my wife's legs up and just see where that goes. I was like, this guy's out of Houston, Texas. I'm going to reach out to him, man. When I'm in Houston, I want him to come to my show so bad at the Improv. I just want to meet him and talk to him, man. He's just so funny. And when the hurricane hit last year in Houston, he stayed in Houston. He had a big lifted like pickup truck, damn near looked like a semi. He was driving it around Houston, helping people out during the hurricane, just grabbing people. And one guy, I'm almost positive it's Derek Lewis. One guy had a rebel flag on, had either on his car, or on his shirt, or in his yard. And Derek went to help him out. And then somebody said something to him like, dude, that guy's got a rebel flag. He goes, man, we'll deal with that shit later. Like, we'll deal with that ignorance later. Right now, he was just trying to help people and get him out of the water. So I hope if anybody knows who he is, I'm going to reach out to him on social media when it gets closer to me going to Houston. But I really want him to come to my show. I just want to meet him and talk to him, man, because he cracks me up. He really cracks me up. I start following him on Instagram now. Derek Lewis. Let me see. I give his Instagram out. Give him a shout out. DERI. Derek. I'm the worst at spelling, by the way. I don't know if it's 2 R's. There it is. Okay, his Instagram is The Beast UFC. TheBeast UFC. It's Derek Lewis. Yeah, look him up on YouTube, man. And his Instagram page is actually funny. It's funny as shit. And I know he's gotten a lot. Oh my God. He's got a lot more followers since that fight. So I'm not the only one that noticed him, because he didn't have this many the Saturday night when I saw the interview and I immediately started following him. He didn't have that many. He got a lot more since the fight. So people started to get wind of him, man. So yeah, so the UFC fight, Bengals are 4-1. I went and saw Stars Born, go see that. This week's it's a weird week for me. Every year it comes around because October 8th is my mom's birthday, and then October 12th is my brother's birthday. Now, my brother passed away a couple years ago of a heroin overdose. So Friday, October 12th would have been his 37th birthday. He would have turned 37. He passed away May 20th, 2015. So I always make sure I'm home and I go to the cemetery and go see him at where he's buried at. And I got this, I don't know if it's a weird thing I do or just something I always bring. Whenever I go see him on his birthday, I take a pair of running shoes and I put them on his headstone and I leave them there. And I always write a little message on the insole to him. And every time I go back, the shoes are always gone. I don't know if somebody takes them or I don't know if the cemetery when they're cutting the grass, they just throw them out. But I put them on top of the headstone. And I don't know, my mom might take them and throw them in the garbage. I don't know. But I always leave them. And the reason I do that is because my brother Dallas would always take my clothes that I'm not wearing anymore and my shoes when he was around. We both wear a size 12. We both got the same waist. I'm 6'2". I think Dallas probably 5'11". He was a little shorter than me, but he'd still take my pants and then he'd just cuff them up or hem them up. But it's just a little tradition I do every year. So it's weird because my mom and my brother's birthdays are so close, October 8th and October 12th. And I don't talk to my mom anymore. I mean, it's no secret for whatever reason, we don't talk. I think, when's the last time I spoken to my mom was March of 2016 was the last time I had a conversation with my mom. And then, yeah. And it got a little ugly within the family there for a minute, just because I tried to get custody of my brother's daughter. Once he passed away, there was a custody battle between my mom and stepdad and the baby's mother, and the court called me out of left field. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't know there was a real custody battle going on, and this guardian ad litem is what it's called. GAL, she called me and said, Are you Dallas Randall's brother? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, huh? She goes, I've been to your family's house numerous times, and I've talked to your mom. I go, she's never brought you up. She goes, I've been in your house. There's no pictures of you in the house. I said, yeah, it's a little tense. And then she just was like, her job was to figure out who was the better home for my brother's daughter. Was it my mom and stepdad, or was it the baby mama? And she said she wasn't comfortable with either. She goes, I'm not comfortable with either household. I'll be honest with you. And then, so she goes, if I recommend her to not be at either home, she'll get removed from the home and they're going to put her in foster care. And I said, oh no, I don't want to do that. I mean, what can I do? She goes, well, I just need you to sign some paperwork that you would take her. If she gets removed from either home, you would take her. I said, yeah, of course. I'm not going to put my niece in foster care. And so what happened was she recommended that, my niece get removed from the home. And the judge said, she's not in any physical danger and anything like that. So he said, nah, she's not going to get removed from the home. But my mom saw that my name was on the paperwork that if she did get removed, I would take her. So I guess I'm sure they worked out in their brain that I went behind everybody's back and tried to get custody, and tried to get my niece removed from the home so I could take her. That wasn't the case. The people called me and said, hey, if we remove her from the home, she's going to go into foster care unless you're okay with taking her. I was like, yeah, of course. And they had to come do a home visit at my house to make sure we were stable and we had a good home. And, so it just got ugly. Just got ugly. So I don't really talk to my mom. I mean, I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version of what happened. There's a lot more that goes to it. And then I called my mom and I called my stepdad and I asked them, I said, you think, we could get custody of the baby? And I was trying to do it like, so everyone was on board. And so it would be, it'd be a cohesive unit. I said, you can come visit anytime. We're not trying to keep her from you. I just felt like me and my wife and our family would be a more stable environment than what she's going to be raised in, right now. And, my mom at first said yes. And then I don't know, she changed her mind. She was like, nope, I'm not comfortable with it. And then we were just going to go after custody of my daughter. Not my daughter, my brother's daughter. We were going to go after custody of her, me and my wife. And in the process of us texting my mom and calling my mom and saying, hey, we're going to go after custody of her, that we didn't want to go this route, but we're looking out for her best interest. Man, the text messages I got and, social media posts and everything else from my brother, and my other brother didn't pass away and everything. It was just so evil and ugly. I called my wife and I said, we can't like risk our own family sanity and well-being, if we take her, because if we was going to take her, it was going to be so ugly. Like if we take 10 steps forward with my niece, it'd be 10 steps back once she went with my mom and stepdad. So I'm giving you guys the Cliff Notes version, but it would have got ugly. So we just backed off. And I haven't heard from my mom since. The last time I talked to my mom was when I told her, hey, we'd like to go after custody of the baby. And that conversation wasn't great. I was trying to be calm about it, but just didn't work out. So that's really why I haven't talked to my mom in a couple years, because of that. So October 8th is my mom's birthday and October 12th is my brother's birthday. So on Friday, October 12th, I'll go to the cemetery in Oxford, Ohio, and I'll put some shoes down on top of his headstone like I always do. It's just something between me and him, wherever he's at. It's just something that I do between me and him because, when he was around, I used to always give him my shoes and my pants and everything. My brother's funny, man. He was a funny dude, man. He just had a heroin problem. Like, I think I'll close with this. A funny story about my brother is, I got one brother in prison right now, for dealing and using fentanyl and heroin. My other brother passed away from, he thought he shot up heroin, but there was fentanyl in it. So he passed away when he shot up the fentanyl and it got in the system. But when my brother was alive and my other brother was dealing, my one brother, he gave Dallas, like a bunch of weed. And he said, yo, this is like $1,000 worth of weed. He said, so go sell it. He said, and just give me 500 back and I'll break even. Then you can have 500. Do I think that's a story? No. I think my brother probably stole it from somebody and then gave it to my brother. But my brother calls me. He goes, man, Gary. He goes, Kyle's mad at me. I said, for what? He goes, man, he gave me this weed to sell. And he said, give him 500 and he can break even. Then I can keep the other 500. He goes, but I didn't sell any of it. I just kind of gave it away and smoked it. And I go, what? That's a lot of weed, Dallas. That's $1,000 worth of weed. He goes, yeah. He goes, so now he's mad at me because he said I owe him $500. He goes, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, you want me to give you the 500? He goes, no, I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. I said, all right. And then he goes, man, I don't know what I'm good at in life, but I am not a good drug dealer. Like, like an epiphany hit my brother. He goes, man, I don't know what I'm good at in life, but I am not a good drug dealer. I was just like, I don't know. I was dying. Like I damn near hung up the phone on him because I was cracking up when he told me that. So just, I miss my brother, man. I wish he was still around, but he was a good dude, man. Just had an addiction problem, a heroin addiction problem, man. Took over his life. So I'll end with that, man. Rest in peace, Dallas. I miss you. I love you. And, I'll see you on Friday, October 12th. Stopping by to drop some shoes off. All right, man. This is Gary Owen with the Get Some Podcast. If you want to listen to my podcast, just go to iTunes, search Gary Owen, hashtag Get Some.